Afternoon, guys. Well, another episode. So let's just gonna get right into it, really. Get this out of the way anyway. Cup of coffee. Oh, we nearly pressed something else. So today we have, I think, 30. Well, we've messed the numbers up already. So we have 35 to 38 today. So I'm pretty sure we've got the leaf spring brake system, and we've also got some of the framework, and I think we've got a drive shaft as well. So all in all, pretty interesting episode again. We got another package as well, so hopefully going to try and get a couple of videos done, maybe a little bit more. So we're going to be doing this one today, try and get another one done later on, get them uploaded. But yeah, we'll crack on. So we'll take a look at the magazine for 35 right about now. So now we've got 35 in front of us, what we're going to do is just take a quick look. Yeah, just a quick look at the drive shaft on this one. Give you quite a quick look now. What I'll do is I'll put you on the bird's eye view camera, and we will get this thing together, and then we'll crack on with 36, 7 and 8. So I'll see you in the video now. You got the drive shaft here, so if I get these two pieces out, well, we'll get one out and then we'll get it together. So as you can see here, this is a painted metal, pretty nice finish on it, matte black. Like I say, I think it's die cast. I can't remember what you call it now. I'll just give you guys a quick little view. You got the 3 screw holes, well, 2 screws on the end to connect to the other parts, and I believe it is all metal. Yeah, so this piece in particular is all metal. So what we're going to do is switch right over and get this together. Right then, 35. So we've got plenty of CM screws here. One on the screwdriver just there. What we're going to do is line this guy up like so. Should slot together nicely. What I'm going to do is put 3 CM screws just in here. Couldn't find the hole then. Wait for it, that's what she said. So like so, we've got the 3 screws in, and we have a solid drive shaft now. On to the next part. So for this piece, we have the tiny little front coupling with a GM screw this time. What we're going to do is get the south side of it, and we're going to just slot this in between like so. Well, if it wants to go in, which with a bit of force it might. You find with some of these is because the paint finish is on them, they're a lot more stiffer to go in than you'd like them to. So sometimes you have to maybe get a little bit of sandpaper and just take that finish off. As you can see there, obviously the finish has come off on its own, so we don't need a bit of sandpaper. But just be mindful of that. Right, so now we've got the GM screw in. We had to change the end on this piece because the one was just slipping, but we've got it in nicely now. Like I say, it's still a bit stiff, so just work with the tension of the screw, and obviously, like I said, be mindful that you may have to sand some pieces down just a little bit. So just for, we grab 2 CM screws here because it's a little bit different. What we got here is the bigger portion to this. So what we're going to do is make sure, because this, I believe, are we okay? That's just central anyway. So we're just going to slot this right here, a bit more of a gap than we had on the other side. So you just want to hold it there like so. And on this one, we've got 2 CM screws going on either side. So now that we've got this in, it's a little bit looser than I thought it would be, but like I said, there's a slight gap in it, so you can't really get it to go either way. So we'll see how it goes. If it needs tightening, I'm sure we can do something about it. But that is 35 for these guys. So what we're going to do is switch over to 36 now. And so just quickly, just thought I would cover this here for you guys. So I don't know if you guys can make that out, but you can make the diagram out. So just right here, you know, pretty neat little thing they've added. So they go on to basically say, you know, this is your model, everything's highlighted of what you're going to be doing. And it also goes on to explain a little bit about what a drive shaft is and what the rest of the assembly is, which is pretty neat for those who don't know and are just building this for fun of it. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Well, 36, pretty straightforward, solid pieces. So you want to have this way. I want to find the correct side to this, which I believe this is the right side. What we want to do now is put the face on the other side and grab the 2 KM screws and just slot in like so. So this is the only plastic piece that comes with this episode. It's quite a short episode, considering it is literally what you see on the screen right now. There is nothing more than 3 screws, because we always get one spare. Well, we always get a couple spare, depending on how many you actually get. But the interesting thing is, we'll be grabbing the spare pieces, which I showed you earlier, and using some of them for this one. So I believe there'll be some wiring from the brake system, so we'll have the rear braking lines going through next. And, well, there you have it, that's 36. Give you guys a closer look quickly. We'll grab this beast. We've got nothing to support it on, so we're going to assume that this is okay, just like so. So what we're going to be doing is basically, I'll get a diagram up right now as well to show you guys so you can see from above. So we've got the lines, we've got the connector just under here, really finicky, so it's going to be interesting to get that on. And hopefully the lines will, I'm not too sure if it'll be going over the chassis or there'll be a little gap. I believe, I ain't got a torch. So, actually, how do we? Let's have a quick look now. No, so, solid piece. But anyway, lines will be going from here to, I assume, the rear of the vehicle. Reminds me of earphones back in the day. But yeah, this is the line, so as you can see here, clearly it's going to go to the rear of the vehicle. Switch over to the other camera so you can have a nicer view of it. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to get this in. I usually bore the little tubes out just to make it life a bit easier. But yeah, that's all it is to explain, so I'll get you over the camera. So like so, we have to bore this bad boy out. Just make life that little bit easier. Well, has some technical difficulties, but we're back. So we want to get this in a position which makes life a little bit easier for us. What we're going to do is grab my torch. And what we've got is these tweezers which we got with the build. And what we're going to do is try and place this in a way where I can see without it turning off. I believe it's magnetised, but I don't think it's... Oh, well, what we're going to be doing... And we're back for the 3rd time. Hopefully this goes a lot smoother than the other 2 did. So just like I was explaining then, we need to get this wire onto that piece. But what we need to do is make sure we get it in a way where it goes under, which is the interesting piece. And just like that, we have it on. So what we're going to be doing now, I believe, is threading this under the exhaust system. And there we go. We have a brake line, correct? And it should just slot right through, screw straight in, and job is good. So we'll get that done now. This one makes the rest of them like, well, this looks child play, should I say, compared to the rest of them. So just like that now, we have a nice brake line going through. Coffee. Let's put that there for now. Because you've seen me do the brakes before, what I'm going to do is, I'll keep you on this screen, I'll do the first one, but then I'll show you the after, just to speed things up a little bit, because you don't want to be seeing the same thing. So anyway, straight over to the brake one. What we're going to do is get the rear hub in. Now we're going to need 2 CM screws, I believe. No, PM screws for this. And these will go in a certain way, I believe. Or not. So yeah, so these are going a certain way. So what we've got is a little pin. Forgot myself there. And it should, you find the right one, like so. And it should line the screw side of things up, like so. Can't see that from here, but anyway, get the PM screws in. Now that we've done this one, what we're going to do now is get the rear axle, and we're going to get the, well, the supporting piece for the wheel side of things. I can't get my words out. We should have lettering, yeah, so L for this one. So what we're going to do is make sure that this goes onto the left side. If you can see that. So it locks into place then. And then we'll get this piece here. I believe, if I'm correct, yeah, so there we go. That just goes in like so. Before that, we just grab 2 PM screws and put this in. It's pretty hard to get things disaligned with the system they've got with this. Like I say, you've got little pins to direct you in the, to make sure it goes in the right places. You've got lettering, so you know which side it goes on. So it's really hard to mess up, but saying that, we won't say it's impossible. So what we're going to do now is get this guy on, like so, just like that. Then we'll get the caliper on. So as you can see there, you've seen on the other ones, nice little solid piece. Now the calipers will mount from the back, like so. Just quickly, I'm having to use my little extended arm for the screwdriver, because this caliper, because of its design, is a bit awkward. So with the screwdriver, I can't just get quite here. So just so I can align things up nicely, I'll get right back to you. These little things are amazing. We'll put it in the link in the description. Because like I say, you can bend this and it'll still work as normal. That caused more issues than it should have. Not a really good design. Yeah, not impressed with that design whatsoever. Say I think the way that the rear axle differential lines up, I don't know if you won't be able to make it out, but the screws directly in line with that, and I don't know if you can see, sort of, even with the one they give you, it's just, unless you're going to cross thread them, which makes it difficult when you're doing it into metal. So yeah, not the best. But anyway, it's done. We'll proceed. Right, well then. So we've got both on, finally. Yeah, like I say, really poor design. After that, I think I deserve some coffee. Oh, so good. So next, we're going to be putting in the lines and hopefully the connector as well. But we're gonna switch over to this camera now, show those lines, get them in, and then we'll go right over to 38. Here's the one line. We've also got the connector, and then we've got the other line. So what we're going to do is make sure you grab the side of the connector, squeeze that in just like so. So what you want to do is grab this line We should go into a little pinhole like so, and the connector should mount on a flat spot, I believe, just like so, and hopefully that should go nice and smoothly. And there you go, right there. Nice little snug fit. So we do is grab this piece now. You can see there, obviously that hose that we built before, I believe should go on the end of here. I'll give you guys a quick close-up. Right. So, got a little bit of collection going on. I'm going to be doing the leaf spring now, so I'll give you guys a quick look, like so. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly, trying not to make it drop out. This one done. Right, so we've got the first shackle on right now. So what we're going to do is going to get these two hoops, screw these to either side, and then crack onto the actual leaf spring itself. Shackle here with both joints, and we got some beefy screws. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this works actually as a real leaf spring. So yeah, pretty neat really. So what we're going to be doing here now is we're going to be grabbing the south side to this, and then we're actually going to be joining it like so with an OM screw. These are called. Like I said, these are pretty beefy. So I'll give you guys a quick closer look at this actually. Compared to the other screws that we usually get, these are, you know, 4 times the size. So once you've got this guy in, it should look pretty neat. Got the shackle, and we've got the leaf spring itself. So we'll crack on. What I'm going to be doing now is grabbing the mounting bracket for the other side. Now I have noticed in the booklet it does say OM screw, however this is not OM screws, it is FM screws. So I'll be letting them know about that, because you know, the size of the OM screw would not fit in here, and we get 3 FM screws. I can't remember how many AM screws. Video cut off a little bit, but anyway, we got it done. So what we're going to be doing now is grabbing this mounting point and putting it like so. There we have it. Just tighten some bits up. So that is the leaf spring. So guys, what we have here today is, none of this is going on the car today. So far we've covered the leaf spring, rear axle and the drive shaft. So what we're going to do is switch over to the camera, and then we'll like I said, today we've gone through 35, 6, 7 and 8. So we've covered the basis of the brake lines, we've also built the drive shaft, we've done the rear axle, we've got all the brakes on it, brake lines, calipers, and we've got a leaf spring with the mounting brackets, and all in all, pretty solid progress. We've got some pieces on the car. I believe in the next episode we'll be getting these pieces on, but for now, not too shabby. Hoping this doesn't run on too long, but I'm going to try and get this edited and then get the other one built, get that edited, and then get you some videos up. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I say, pretty decent progress. So I'll see you in the next one, and cheers for watching. Peace out, guys.